Okay, guys, I'm trying something different today in lieu of Halloween, Allhallows Eve. Happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate. My city's pretty active right now. Very active. Very active. I even waited a little bit because, like I said, I'm trying something new. But we're gonna not waste too much time and go ahead and get started. Okay. My little sage's piece is falling apart. I need to get another one anyway. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, guides and goddesses of the bloodline. I ask that you please grant me clear and concise messages pertaining to what I need to know. Please grant the collective everything that needs to be said. Tap into my energy and allow me to tap into yours. Ooh, sage myself. Alright. Cleanse the deck. Already kind of shuffled everything. This little piece that's about to come off. Okay, guys, so like I said before, my channel was previously dismantled. Could not get in, not sure what to do with that, but um, we're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna proceed as normal. I've been getting messages, like I said, from my spirit team to do a different one, so we're gonna do something. We're gonna do things a little differently. Um, so today is Halloween, which means that today was Friday. And ironically enough, before, like the week before Halloween, that's when I got to go ahead to um, start this channel up. And today we are doing. Hold on, guys, give me a second. Because since this is a new setup, or a new posting schedule, I should say, everything calls for a new setup, or a different setup from before. Oh, the energy feels really good. Alright. Sorry, I'm also getting my smoke together, so well, that's already kind of together, but making sure it's together. Okay, so today, essentially, so a part of the new schedule is on Fridays we're going to do the God Temple spread, but we're currently waiting for our God cards to come out. So we're going to use the Goddess Oracle and we're going to do the Goddess Temple spread today. Alright. Now, essentially, it's just a self check in, and it's basically to represent your current state of mind, body, and soul. Alright. So, God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, guides, and goddesses of the bloodline. I ask that you please grant me clear and concise messages pertaining to what it is that I need to know for this goddess temple spread for mind, body, and soul. Please tap into our energy and allow us clear and concise messages. And if I am missing anything, please double down to make sure that I get it so that I can get these messages across, God. But as I stated, I was given the go ahead the week before to go ahead and um, get these messages out. There's a specific way that they want it done, and I've been hiding for long enough, and not hiding, but pissy about how YouTube did everything. But it's cool. No hard feelings. We're just trying something different. Okay. I'm getting that I might have to replace these with the. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. They want me to replace this with they want to replace the crow deck with six of wands. So we're gonna see how that energy transpires. Matter of fact, we're not gonna use the deck, but I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna just leave the six of wands up. Can you see that? We'll just let it sit there and chill. Big chillin'. Let that be the energy. Okay. All right. Let's get the current state of mind, body, and soul. Starting with soul, mind, and then body. All right. Where is my lighter? Oh, it's up here. All right. Here goes nothing, guys. I'm trying something a little different in the location for this specifically, just because of the holidays. So we'll see a specific side, and we'll see if it works how we want it to. All right. So glad I took my albuterol. And okay. All right. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, guides and goddesses of the bloodline. We come to you today to the goddess temple to get our current state of our mind, body, and soul. Alright, God. First table. Energy fell. I'm gonna try and do these like I did um the drum, the ancient drum, all face down, and then we flip it like a reveal. Hold on, guys. I told y'all my city kind of active for Halloween. My city active all the time, but definitely for Halloween. They don't know how to act. Oh, if that had been three cards, I would have took them. Okay. What does my soul need to know? See, look, that flipped over. Glad I wasn't looking. So I'm gonna do just like I did the other ones. If it flip over, I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna put them face down. All right, God, higher soul, soul, light, higher self. What am I ready thinking, or what is the collective thinking? Oh, naked flipped over with what? Giving and receiving. Mm. On the cool though, this is kind of giving. For me, this is giving pleasure. The lighting gonna be bad at this one, but that's okay because it's at midnight. This is giving pleasure, yeah. So we have Mommy Wata with Naked, and then we have my with Giving and Receiving. But both of these cards look like positions of the woman in throes of passion, like in ecstasy. Like even her leg cocked open and stuff. Spread eagle or whichever specific aerial creature mod tends to. But like spread eagle, her legs and everything. But like when a dude really, when he really, I'm trying not to be too loud because I'm trying something new and there are people present, which was unexpected, but it's cool. I'm just trying to be respectful. So, um, when a guy doing his thing or whatever, and he really, you know, he really digging up in there, and you just kind of turn your head to the side. That's what it's giving for me. Even on this one, same thing. Especially when he really in there, and you just kind of buckle in the middle when your body just become like spaghetti and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Don't nobody know what I'm talking about? It's just me. Okay, so this came, and what am I really thinking or feeling? So you really, it seemed like you really want to be splayed out, but uh, I don't know how to feel. And then good juju is at the bottom of the deck. So what am I relevel? Hometown hero. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So uh, I don't know what y'all got going on, but uh, we'll take it for two. I don't know. No, see, I'll take it as an exposed two, but I really want to do so. What does your soul feel underneath? This is underneath. This is hidden, and it really needs to not be hidden anymore. That's why I flipped over. But I wanna get the format. Let me see if I can get one. So, God, higher self, so light, higher self. What's the collective really thinking or feeling? Did it want to flip? Okay, no. What is the collective really thinking or feeling? And that six of wands just fell again. What's the collective really thinking or feeling? God, higher self, so light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Okay, so that one flipped, but I didn't see it. Alright, and then we'll just throw these on top. Yeah. Alright, and what is happening with the collective physically? God, higher self, so light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What is happening with the collective physically? Ooh, shit. Excuse my language. Nah, 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 nah. I mean, alright, we got at the bottom of the deck. Shine. Okay. Shine along with the Six of Wands. It's almost giving spotlight. Oh, it's really giving spotlight. She got two spotlights on her. Like I said before, this reminds me of a grandmother Willow from Pocahontas. Side by side with the crow mother, or crow father, crow daddy, whatever, whatever. Um, Now under this was the Seven of Swords, so what's under this one? Seasons. Somebody sneaking into another timeline or sneaking into a season. Or they telling you be prepared because you're sneaking into a timeline, sneaking into a season. Ten of Wands, Temperance, Hermit, the Empress, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you go from something that was heavy, them burdens. You found out you're okay. Okay, the burdens have been transmuted. Yeah, so the burdens, you found a way to balance all of that out. You along with your spirit team find a way to balance those burdens out. Um, it's been transmuted into victory, into you shining. It's really giving like, dog. I'm hearing it. Other people hearing it. It's giving like spotlight and celebrity and stuff like that. But I don't really know fully what's going on with that. And this is that oracle deck I don't. The ancient oracles. We definitely gonna get one of them, but we're gonna get one of them later. So we're gonna slide that right next to that. Is it gonna hold? No. You know what? We gonna cross it. Let's see if it hold better like that. Baby, where's my lighter? That's much better. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, I'm excited. Okay, so what does the collective soul need them to know? Wounded healer. You are the wounded healer. All right. Can you see this? Oh my God, the lighting is so bad. I have to do it like this. It's because it's nighttime. Okay. And I wonder if I turn the brightness up on my computer if that'll make it better. But maybe the aesthetic of this is they telling me it's fine, which is making me think this is the aesthetic that they want for this, like undercover. But it is mind, body, and soul. So maybe it is something that should be a little bit more private. So we just gonna go through it. Okay. So what does your soul need you to know? That you are your soul needs you to know that you are the wounded healer. You come equipped with everything you need in order to make it through the challenges that you are facing within life, anything that's coming at you. They say, like I said, I don't go to church like I used to. There are certain things in it that I do kind of still believe are great teachings. One of them being weapons will form, but they will not prosper. Right? I do believe that is a thing that is native to God. Um, he protects his children. That doesn't mean nothing won't happen ever, but you won't get the brunt of it. But let's see. This is what the goddess wants your soul to know, or what the goddess soul wants you to know about, or what the goddess wants you to know about your soul. All right. Now we did have giving and receiving and naked. Let's see what came up under there for what the collective is really thinking or feeling. Radical rebirth. Okay. So you go from the wounded healer to radical rebirth. The wounded healer is 6, radical rebirth is 5. Well, the wounded healer is actually 15, which converts to 6. Radical rebirth is number 5, but remember we had the giving and receiving, which is number 10. So we doubled the radical rebirth to get the giving and receiving. And then we have Mami Wanta Naked, which is 30. So we multiply that. Okay, so this is exponential growth. Okay, 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 okay. So you going from the energy, or you maintaining the energy of the wounded healer and everything, all those lessons and things, passing on the knowledge. Not only just you learning the lessons, but you also applying what you've learned and also passing it on to others. It allows for this radical rebirth in which you open up the portal to giving and receiving and being completely open, honest, and naked. But it's like exponential growth, it looks like. Now, this, the wounded healer is on a soul level, and this is what you're really thinking. This is what's on your mind. So it's the want to go from that wounded healer into that radical rebirth that allows you to move into the energy of giving and receiving, and just being fully, completely open and honest and things like that. So Goddess is helping you recognize that these are things that are actually like wants and needs and passions for you. Things that you really want that you may be shielding from yourself. Usually, the wounded healer is someone that shields themselves. Like I said before, every time I get some type of wounded healer, Nine of Wands energy, I get I hear that saying about licking your wounds. As gross as it sounds, it's gross to me every time I think about it. But that's what I get off of it. Um, I don't know why people say that. Oh my god, it's so gross. Ugh. That's what I get off of that. The wounded healer. So, um, Goddess is saying your soul is in the wounded healer energy, but your mind is in that radical rebirth. So you're manifesting. You're manifesting great change, and going into seasons of giving and receiving, and like I said, being completely open, honest, and naked. I already told you what these two is giving me. So this could also be like a Kundalini awakening on a cool. She looked like she wants to start some shit up. I still ain't find that card. For those of you who know what reading I'm talking about, I don't think that reading posted yet. That ancestral drum reading, but ancestral drum messages. I haven't found that celestial alignment card. I haven't found it yet. I have an idea where it is. I just haven't quite put my hands on it. But I know once I ask God for it, it's gonna come back to me. So, God, just bring me that celestial alignment card, and I bet you y'all next time I talk to y'all, I'll have it. But yeah, so um, this could also give Kundalini awakening, especially with them big ass cats, big kitty energy. Wow, that was a little kitty, but whatever. um, so yeah, especially with the circles, eggs and reproductive systems and things like that. Like the background of that is also giving like, you know, when you come, that's sometimes what it feels like. For me anyway, I can't speak for other people. I know I can't be the only one though, but it just feels like this overwhelming force of energy. Everything be open, you just open your everything and let it out. Oh look, that got a vagina in the background. Y'all. Now, I don't normally get this off of this card. But this is giving a vagina in the background. This is giving open. I heard open wide. So I don't know. But so have you been withholding sex from yourself? Do you feel like it's time to open wide and just let the rivers flow? Let your juices flow? That's what it's giving. Cause even she over here, look, that's a snake or whatever, I think. I'm trying not to look too hard, but I'm pretty sure that's a snake ish thing back there. Which, also depicts the penis. Or, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Maybe that's why my ass got bumped off the last time. But all them videos, I don't know. I feel like I ought to find out sooner than later. But anyway, so, phallic material, right? That's what the snakes usually represent. Sis got the solar systems. Like, she's seeing stars and shit. So, you ready to girl is giving girl or guy is giving oh look at this. Oh my god. Boy, look at them balloons. Oh yeah, baby. Somebody trying to get or get God. Somebody is trying to get or get God. And this is on the body. I'm sorry, this is on the mind. We haven't touched body yet. Depending on what body what body say, we'll know for sure. But in somebody's mind, they ready to get or get God. I don't know. It looks like they kind of been holding out. I'll say they've been holding out. Okay, so yeah, because it's just a female and it was mostly just females in this deck, but it's just a female. She's solitary. There's no other people, no other depictions of persons in any of these. Actually, all of them are solitary. So it's been a lot of masturbation. It looks like a lot of you pleasing yourself, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it looks like, and maybe you being the wounded healer is what triggered you into becoming like this. But in your mind, either you're ready to unleash these juices and manifest in the form of like actually like pulling together your ideas and things like that, which you can use sex to do that. That is very possible. That's literally what sex magic is for. You can do sex magic by yourself. You don't need another being for it. Um, in many cases, it's probably more powerful when you do it by yourself because then you don't have to worry about different entities that are being attached to other people interfering with your manifestations. But again, that's a topic that people ain't really ready to talk about yet. So, maybe you're doing a whole lot of playing with yourself to manifest, using sex magic and things like that. As a wounded healer, you're manifesting yourself out of this energy and into this abundance, this purpose, contracts and things like that that you have for yourself. Yeah, that's two kitties and one woman. Baby, if you manifest, girl, you was seeing stars. What you using a rose or something? Like, what you got one of them? What's that little toy? I had one. What's the little toy that's like hooked up to the remote? You just put the attachment on and then just turn the little knob and it just go. Well, it's like a drill or something like that. What you got one of them or something? Cause baby, there's a lot of explosions. You're seeing stars and stuff like that. And the suit kittings, come on. I'm about to stop playing with this part of the energy, but I mean, it all matters. Everything matters. And the manifestation is gonna come through. If that's what you're doing, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Or if this is your being guided to do, it's going to work. Cause you got the 6 of Wands and you got shine. It's gonna work. And giving and receiving, it's going to work. Even if you bring somebody else in for the plate, is there somebody back here? No. And look, this the feather, light as a sis. Sis touching herself so much she feel light as a feather. The only heart she got hanging in the balance is her own. She ain't got nothing to worry about. Nobody doing no. This is giving masturbation and a whole lot of it. All right, Goddess, what is happening with the collective physically? Oh Lord, I don't even want to. I don't. I don't even want to turn this over because I don't even know what to expect on this one. Creativity, Seven Sisters. This is what you're. So there's there's some ideas. Yeah, manifestations. There's some ideas. There's some things that need to come out. It's time. You've been in this wounded healer energy, cause you, whatever put you into it, it caused you to hold back from the things, and that's 12, which is three. It caused you to hold back from things, and both of these are derivatives of three. This is three and four, and this is three and five. So then it's even in succession. Well, it's going down. It's going backwards because it's going from the three times five to three times four. That's the body. So I'm hearing your soul is in five energy, but your body's in four energy. I don't know what that mean. I don't know what they mean by that. Your soul is in a fifth dimension. Your body's in a fourth dimension. Or you jumping? I don't want to. I don't want to necessarily call jumping timelines or whatever, but you making changes, but it's linear change, right? Because it's still they both still derivatives. Y'all, it's after midnight, okay? They both derivatives of three, so it's a linear change. Whatever it is, it's like a right path type shit. But your body is ready to birth creativity. And remember, and I just said birth, and I didn't even really mean to say that, but yeah, and this has actually has other people in it. Okay, so it's time for you to go from being solitary to community. Yeah, three times five is 15, but five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. So it's in the wounded healer. It's time. So it's time for you to go from being left out in the cold to being a part of the community. It's time for you to step out of that whatever fear is causing you to do whatever's happening. It's time for you to um or you are it's your current state of mind, so you're stepping out of that five of pentacles energy and into that manifestation, and everything's aligned, right? Because this is where your soul is, and your soul typically moves first, but this doesn't mean that you're stagnant. This just means that your soul is actively moving from this wounded healer energy into this manifestation energy, baby. This a whole lot of and it's seductress energy. Like every card, I want to say, except for the creativity, which is the Seven Sisters, right? Every card seems very seductive, right? Look, segment, the wounded healer. That was your first card. Five of Pentacles energy. Not saying Sekhmet represents lack, but yeah, Five of Pentacles energy. You go from that to Radical Rebirth. So this is soul. Your soul is in that wounded healer energy, but it's vastly moving out of it because your mind is already into the radical rebirth energy and moving into the giving and receiving and being naked and open and honest and taking care of not just yourself because this is you definitely taking care of yourself. You can't tell me no different. If this is a whole lot of masturbation, but it's a whole lot of manifestation. It's like you're doing both, whether you realize that you're doing both or not. Like, see these fires burning, even her tail. Like, girl, you is I I don't even say that. I heard flicking the beam. You flicking the fuck out of that motherfucker. Look at all of this. Look at that beam right there. It's a whole you lighting a big old fire. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then afterwards, you just be like, this is you in the moment while you igniting the fire on yourself, writhing in passion, left, left, right, right, left. I'm telling you, baby, shit, you might want to buy another toy or whatever. What's that brand? I want to try it. What is it? Monsters, something or other. No, Dragon something. I can't think of it, and I used to have it on my phone, but my phone been freaking out lately. Right after the YouTube situation did what it did, so I don't know. But it's like a dragon website. Anybody who know. But it's got dragon in the name, and it's a bunch of toys, and you can actually customize them, whatever. So you might want to hit them up, girl, because you might enjoy a little bit of that fire too. She even looked like if she had a cover on, she playing like her hand under. Cause where her other hand at? I ain't trying to be messy. I ain't here for the mess. I'm just here for the messages, right? I ain't trying to be messy, but I'm just saying it's a whole lot of undercover action going on, girl. But that's okay because it's helping you align to what what your soul, what your mind, body, and soul wants to be a part of, which is bringing you to creativity. Your soul, your mind. What is that? Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. But I don't understand why that came out because this is not given unless there's somebody unless your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other. Wait, your mind is here. No, I don't know. One part is here and one part is gone. But this is not giving me love. I don't understand where that came from unless somebody's in your energy. Somebody's in your energy because they can feel you manifesting. Somebody trying to hitchhike on your manifestations. But you kind of got them blocked. You like not playing them no mind. Is it so? Do you have like a do you have like a boy toy or whatever that you just like ride on just to get your explosions out or whatever, and you really just be like, so what? I'm gonna just say what I'm getting. So one of my old partners used to have this thing where they didn't like that I would close my eyes, right? They felt like I was thinking about somebody else. For me, it wasn't that at all. because I'm a conduit, and I always have been. Um, Feelings, emotions, things like that, they hit me really hard. Yeah, and so it would be like I'm hearing situational awareness, but that's not at all what I'm trying to say. It would be like overload, like a sensory overload, not situational awareness. It would be, and that might be important somewhere for somebody. I'm not quite sure. It wasn't situational awareness. It was maybe you need to be aware of who you're doing this with, because maybe that's somebody who can ultimately stop your manifestations a certain type of way, especially if they're complaining about it or whatever. Um, or maybe you need to be more in touch. Like if you are practicing manifesting with someone and you're getting your rocks off or whatever, maybe you are leaving them out. Maybe you need to pay more attention to, but I don't know, because this is giving me solitary energy, y'all. I'm not even kidding. It's giving me solitary energy in the sense of like, fuck them. Not fuck them, because, sex is like a mutual act, but it's giving either you fucking on them, like you fucking them. They not fucking you, you fucking them. That's what it's giving. And they enjoy the ride, but at some points they feel, I'm hearing mishandled. I heard that specifically. At some points they feel mishandled. So you might want to, or that they feel mishandled, because this is under the mind section. Or when you do this you're mishandling somebody, but you don't really care. But pay attention to that. Don't do that. Don't act like that. Um, but yeah, but like I was saying, for me, it wasn't, me thinking about nobody else. It was just like sensory overload in order for me to enjoy the moment. It was enjoyable, like, but in order for me to not have it to where it's like I would be completely spent, completely exhausted, because, sex is an energetic thing. And I don't know if he knew at the time, but I don't know if he knew I was a conduit at the time. He eventually figured it out, and he eventually, there was some energy exchanges and things like that, knowingly and unknowingly. But um, yeah, initially because he didn't understand how I operated, he would think that I was thinking about somebody else. And then the more he got to know me, the more we explored each other in the bedroom, he began to understand that it wasn't me thinking about somebody else. I was always thinking about him, but it was me pacing us, even though he had his own tempo, he had his own thing he was doing, and I had my own actions that I was doing and stuff like that, because we were in rhythm, we were in sync. But it was just in order for us to effectively flow in sync and not um, come too early, or in order for us to have like actual sessions, I was regulating the energy. It took him a while to realize that's what was going on. But this doesn't give me that you're regulating the energy. If you're regulating energy, you're regulating your own. But it's leaving, if you have a partner, it's leaving them spent. So be careful with that. Or that it's leaving them spent. And if you know that it's leaving them spent, that's sex magic. And that's kind of against their will. So be careful with that, because things like that can backfire. Um, but because this is in the mind sector, I don't think, because this is in the mind sector, either it's possible that you're spending their energy, and that's sexual energy that'll backfire, or girl, you really just thinking about yourself, and you just like, I'm just about to ride this man, and I'm just about to ride this man, ride this girl, ride this toy, and bring my manifestations to life. So, but that's on the mind. So the end goal is your manifestations. It's the radical rebirth. That's your end goal, and you're openly doing it. Because remember, these were the open cards. These are the ones that came out open faced. This one flipped, but these came out flat out open faced. The give it and receive it. That part makes me feel like you have a partner though, because it's giving and receiving. And if you don't have a partner, baby, you and your spirit team, and maybe you got like a spiritual husband or something like that, and y'all just doing the most. And actually, that could give that too, right? Because definitely look like they could be on some Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Swayze type shit up these two. I'm just saying, you know. And then, on the soul level, you feeling like this. Because in the mind level, you fucking your spiritual husband or whatever the fuck's going on up there. But it's good energy, and I said it feels good. It feels good. It feels like good energy. So yeah, um, yeah, guys, that's what I'm getting. On the soul level, you're in the wounded healer energy, um, but you're transforming. You've already begun the process to transform. The radical rebirth transformation, into giving and receiving and being completely true to yourself. I keep saying naked, open, and honest, but true to yourself, living in your truth, whatever that may be. Tapping into your prophecy, your spiritual path, your contract, whatever you came here with, and even if it's an altered contract, because sometimes we don't always end up with the contract that we started with, because we have free will, whether it be you or the people that are included in your contract with you. We all have free will, so you might start off with a contract that includes about 10 people, and then before you know, it's just you and one other person that wasn't even a part of the original contract actually fulfilling the contract. So those are things that really happen. um but yeah, you go, your soul is in that wounded healer energy, your mind is in that manifestation and rebirth energy, and it's producing, great creativity. So like whatever projects you want to start, whatever business plans, things like that, go ahead and get on that shit. Do it, release it. um and that's crazy because we started off with that six of wands and that shine energy, right? So we know for a fact that if you do it, allow yourself to complete this rebirth and manifestation, and it's gonna come to pass. It's gonna come to fruition. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. It's gonna be big in your area. It's gonna be big in your community. It's gonna be big in your family. I don't know. It's just getting big, and it's. I mean, I'm getting different remnants of like pentacles too. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I mean, it's a bunch of pentacles on the board if you think about it, because this itself is a pentacle, right? Not counting the roses, that's one pentacle. That laurel leaf, she got two pentacles on her shoulders, right? So that's three if we just count three at the bare minimum, right? Working together, yeah. So then remember we counted that when we was counting her as the five of pentacles, so that's gonna be four. Look, five, six, seven. Remember I talked about that bubble. Seven, eight, nine, ten. Because all the planets, so that's cheating, but that count. And sis right here look like she got the nine of pentacles crown on her own. Let's see if we can count it as one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And her head look like it make nine. Hold up. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, and her head make nine. I told you she was giving out of pentacles energy, and I didn't even count it. So it's a whole bunch of pentacles, and it far supersedes 10. So it's giving whatever you're trying to do, just follow through with your plan of rebirth. Whatever this plan is, and even if it's a plan that, because lately it's been a lot of plans that are in motion. You don't really know. You're just trying to be in position, but you don't really know what the position is. You're just trying to make sure you're in position. Follow that. Just keep trying to make sure you're in position. Wherever your spirit team is leading you, even if that means like you wake up and they tell you to go to McDonald's, and then you get to McDonald's and this man buy you a hot tea just because you at McDonald's because they told you to go to McDonald's. Certain stuff like that is confirmation, and I do believe that when they're, especially when if you have a habit like me of not exactly following the plan, um for whatever reason, whether it be like you're doubting yourself, whether or not, because sometimes we hear the plan and we're doubting it. Sometimes we hear the plan, well, essentially this goes under doubting. You're doubting it, so then you're like, well, let me do this thing and that help me know if I'm hearing the plan right or if I'm mishearing it or if I'm really hearing what I think I'm hearing or whatever, whatever. That's really a thing. So, um, even if it's something like that, uh, I lost my train of thought, but they just brought me back to follow the plan, trying to be in position. Oh yeah, even if it's something, just listen to that voice, because when you have a habit of not listening, then they kind of like they have to retrain you into listening, right? Because they want to make sure that when that big thing comes, that thing that you're supposed to, the big thing to free the generational curses, free you from, the trauma bonds, release you into exponential healing, exponential growth, and things like that. When that time comes, they want to make sure that you are paying attention, that you already know, hey, this is a go. Hey, this is a go. So they're gonna put different things in front of you to kind of train you into knowing when. Tell me when to go. On some E40 shit, they're gonna put different things in front of you to let you know when it's time to go. So, you already on the right path. I mean, you are fully aligned. To be completely honest, even in your wounded healer energy, it's okay that that wounded healer energy is still your soul, because I believe being in the wounded healer energy allows you to know how to treat people when you're having this radical rebirth, right? When you're in the energy of giving and receiving, when you are producing these creative projects, this is giving, find a need, and feel it, right? So you being in this wounded healer energy, whatever you've gone through to put you into that energy, that's going to be the catalyst. That's going to be the thing that encourages whatever sparks come from here. Um, because we all know that typically, when we create a thing, it's because we didn't have the thing um, when we needed it, which falls under, like I said, find a need and feel it. You might have not had a good experience with bridal shopping, and so you were like, oh, let's make it like that company that I heard about a few months ago. Not trying to get into the drama for that, but just as an example, the young ladies didn't have good bridal experiences, and then they created the company, and the initial goal of the company was to make sure that brides would have a stress-free bridal experience, unlike the ones that they had, right? That was finding a need and filling it. So even when people make tarot cards, just as a random example, um, what's a big one that I always see? Intuitive Kev, which I kind of want that deck, but every time I go look for it, it's sold out. So, um, they saw a need. Intuitive Kev saw a need of, for whatever they were trying to do. They didn't have cards or oracle, tarot oracle or tarot cards that depicted what they felt in their spirit needed to be depicted in these current times, and whatever, whatever. And they made their deck, and that was a need. They found a need and they filled it, right? So you're in good energy. This is You're in good energy, and I love this. And I think that's what the goddesses are saying. You're in the best possible energy. Just stay there. It's like you're in position. Stay there, not stay there, but stay in position. Whatever that is, however you're staying in position right now, keep it up, because you're in position. And that wounded healer energy is not going to do nothing but put you in a position to help you help others. Is what I'm hearing. Honestly, can we get an ancient oracle message, please? Just one. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and goddesses of the bloodline. I feel like that's just one, too. It flipped, yeah. Affirmation, wishbone. Bro, hmm. Nah, I ain't making it up. For real, for real. I ain't making it up. I asked for just one. So, this is confirmation for the reading itself. If you don't have any daily affirmations, you need to start them. One of the big ones I always tell people, what's a good one to start with? We're thankful. We're loved. We're wealthy. We're prosperous. We're healthy. We act, not react, with power to create what we want. We define our reality. We define our destiny. And whatever things whatever things you need. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read the dedications on these cards so you can have additional affirmations, because I do encourage you guys to use the affirmations on these cards as we use them. I do believe that they have come in hand. They've come in handy for me. I do believe they have come in handy for others. On the bottom of the deck, we have patience, right? So it's affirmation and patience. So you're in position again. Just keep being in position. Interpretation. Yeah, just keep being in position. Whatever position, however you are staying in position, whatever you're doing to stay in position is working. Clarity. Dog. Bending all my fingers up. I can't make this up. Benefits of having long piano fingers. I got piano fingers. I ain't never played the piano. I'm gonna learn it one day though. But yeah, your affirmations. You definitely need to be doing that. If you ain't doing it already, you definitely need to do it. Um, all right. So let me get these dedications for these goddess messages. So we're gonna go in order. What was the first one? Wounded healer number 15. Segment. Goddess of wounded healers. Temple warriors. Element fire. Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun, and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy, literally. From the wounded healer to creativity. Come on now. Come on now. Sekhmet's guidance is heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. Radical rebirth. Naked and giving and receiving. That's you healing yourself. That's you healing yourself. Yeah, that's you healing yourself. I'm getting your soul call for healing, and your mind followed, and it births a body of creativity. And that spark of creativity is gonna be long. That's seven sisters. Look at all them candles down there. This is gonna be years of creativity. This is gonna be longevity and creativity if you harness this energy correctly. So y'all, like, I believe in y'all. Y'all could do it. Y'all could do it. Okay. So the goddess declaration of Sekhmet is, it is safe to put myself first. All right. Radical Rebirth came out last. The goddess declaration is still I rise for Radical Rebirth. So for my, it's I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. I love this deck, y'all. For Mami Wata, it is I have the courage to be vulnerable. Yeah. And then for the seven sisters, we have I am a creative visionary. So yeah, you choosing to rise and really invest in yourself after becoming a wounded healer, it it turned you into a visionary. And you really got this. Like I said, affirmations, right? Just be patient. Still try to stay in alignment best you can. Try to stay in alignment as best you can. But you got this, y'all. So that's what I have for y'all today on this good Hallows Eve, Hallowed Eve. I hope you guys enjoyed your Halloween. I enjoyed mine. I'm gonna go ahead and get out this space and respect the space and clean it up. Gotta ask that you please clear out this energy. Oh, I forgot to give you the declaration for Shine. You can't forget that one. That's the main energy. Up and turn right to it. I am ready to be seen and heard. Cause baby, let me tell you something. You went from see this Five of Pentacles energy, this left out in the cold energy. You going from this to shine, shine a light on them. Oh, I keep that song been stuck up in my head. It seemed like every time since I since I was directed to start this channel after they deleted my other one and I took that hiatus, I just took it on the chin. And God was like, nah, okay, now do this. And ever since I started doing that song, I keep hearing it. Shine a light on them. Every reading, every pull that I do, I keep hearing it. Shine a light on them. No matter what deck I use, it comes up. It comes up. So I don't. Something's being exposed, which seems like it's you, but not exposed in a bad way. Like brought to the light, like being made to shine. Like the victor. Like yo, I keep hearing, like I told you, like I'm not trying to be like all the rest of the readers or whatever, because I know they be talking about celebrityism and being famous and stuff like that, but like, yo, that's really what I'm getting, honestly. And she kind of hidden. You're going from being hidden to transforming into being out in the open and shining. Six of Wands energy. Now, I don't know what's causing you to do it, but I say go for it. I say when you feel that energy, when you get that push, let it just ride it on through, ride it through because the goddesses are backing you. Your God, angels, the ancestors, spirit guides, they backing you. They want you to win. They want you to live in your highest potential, just like you want to. It's just a matter of, like I say, we all have free will, and sometimes we allow ourselves to, when we feel like we didn't follow the path, we allow ourselves to freely and willingly fall into, you know, different mental states that help keep us from our path, and that's life. You know, nobody's wrong for going through that or allowing that to happen, but you just gotta fight like hell to get out of it or to not go into it. And it's not easy. It is not easy. So I commend anybody who, first and foremost, love to anybody who love, mercy, respect, peace, all of those things to anybody who is dealing with that. Because that's hard. That's hard. Even the small rounds that I've had with it was hard. It was hard, right? And like a lot of times I went through it myself because um, the people around me are a lot of times were more jealous about like material things that I was able to acquire and things like that. But like nobody was really fucking with me. Nobody was really checking on me for real. Like I had people who would like text me and call me, but they wasn't really checking on me for real. And then the moment when I would just like give certain expressions or like really tell people how I feel about any given thing. Like I remember I told this girl one thing, just just thinking out. You get around people that you're safe with. You tend to say things that people who don't really know you, if they hear you say it, like if they had you on a pedestal, they'd be like, "Oh my god." But like you're human just like anybody else. I've had people who like judge my human moments and like stop talking to me altogether, right? So we all go through it, and that's not to martyr myself or anything. I'm just saying I said that to say we all go through it, right? Um, so yeah, much love, respect, and my heart goes out to anybody that's going through anything, whether it be mental, emotional, physical, what have you. Um, I ask that God just continue to keep you and direct you and guide you to where you need to be, because that's really what it comes down to. And there's not a situation, you're never in a situation that you can't come out of unless you're not here no more. So as long as you're still here, you can get to where you need to go. You know, that's not to say it's gonna be easy, but you can get there. And one thing I found, like I said, stay in position, because whether you know you're in position or not, when you stay in position, when you're fighting tooth and nail to be in position, they're gonna make sure you wind up in position. It's almost like a fake it till you make it type deal. I'm not talking about like really faking it like keeping up with the Joneses or some type of rich type thing like that. I'm not talking about that type of fake it till you make it. I'm talking about like spiritually and mentally and emotionally putting one foot in front of the other until like when you don't feel like you can do it, you just keep doing that, and before you know it, you're doing it, and then before you know it, you don't walk a mile, and then you don't walk 50 miles, and then you are so far away from where you started, and you just looking at that spot like, damn, I don't know how I got from over there, but I hope I never go back. It can be done, and then sometimes we need help along the way, right? Sometimes we do have to enlist like those teachers, those people who have those credentials to help us, grant us those tools to work through certain things and stuff like that. And even that role will seem long, where you start with the tools and you're like, damn, I feel like I'm doing this thing and I'm never going to get through this, and so on and so forth. You will get through it. Just stay the course. I say all the time, the universe, God, the universe, they want you to succeed. And I use God and the universe interchangeably. And I hate when Christians come talking about, you saying the universe, yeah, because God created it. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I hate, we're not going to get into that. God created the universe. All things work together. Just like I believe that religion and science and spirituality are three sides to the same coin, but people don't want to talk about that because there's no money in that, right? But that leads to division or whatever. So rather than to get into that bag, my saying is the universe, God and the universe wants you to succeed. Your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, they all want you to succeed. So the universe will meet you. The universe will meet your feet where you are. You just got to keep walking. And I ain't gonna lie, when y'all hear my testimony, I'm a testament to it. I ain't gonna give my testimony no time soon, or I'm working on it in different ways. I should say I'm not. I'm gonna give it soon, but I'm working on it in different ways, and I am a testimony. I am a testament to it. I'm a testimony. I'm a testament to it. I'm all of those things. Like I said, it's after midnight, but um, all you really need is just the faith the size of a mustard seed. Like I said, the Bible has some sayings in it that's really good teachings. You know what I'm saying? They have some nice parables. They got some real nice parables. Um, I don't even know if that's the right word. Um, but yeah, much love to you guys. Just if you don't have the faith now, just start working on it. Do your mantras, your affirmations. Start with that. That helps you with faith in, not only faith in the energies around you, the entities, God and all of those things, but it also helps you have faith in yourself. So, you know, your mantras, your affirmations, get into it. Find some good ones. What's the good one that was popular on which everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. That's on Apple Music. Baby, I found that on Apple Music. I was like, sis, say what? There's also another young lady by the name of she does really good ones. Hold on, look, 111. 111. That mean I've been doing this for over an hour. Sheesh. Hold on, let me find the young lady's name. She got albums worth of affirmations. It fun ones for your business and everything. What's his name? It's Tony something. Is it Tony? Yeah, it's Tony with an I though. Tony Jones. And my favorite one from her so far is Take Up Space Sis. Take Up Space Sis. But she got a whole album for it, and then it covers different things. So, but that's what I have for you guys. Like I said, much love to y'all on this hallowed eve night. These are the messages that the goddess wanted me to deliver, that God wanted me to deliver in goddess energy. This is something that we will be doing on Saturdays. I actually have, which is why I'm doing it now. It's like a lean over from Friday into Saturday. I actually have a deck that I'm working on getting, because my messages was to do something on Friday and the goddess energies on Saturday. Um, so I'll keep you guys up to date with that. We'll see if I can get this item that I'm trying to get, then we'll be able to do the Fridays. But yeah, mainly this channel, which I'm gonna put a playlist up. This channel has 4 different days in which which we'll be tapping in. We have Sundays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Sundays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That way I'm not taking up too much of your time, guys. But as always, it's been a pleasure um, to help you with the energy surrounding the goddess messages. And I hope to, well, I will see you guys later. And I hope you guys have a safe night, is what I wanted to say. Because it is Halloween and everybody's out at night. So y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe. And I'll catch up with y'all next time. Bye.